Gente, a gente é o time azul e eu vou começar contando uma história. Mas meio rápido porque tem que ter dinheiro, né? Então, sobre a história, não é uma história muito feliz não, porque aconteceu com a avó de uma da gente da nossa equipe. E acabou que ela estava com sintomas de febre e foi para o pronto atendimento, no qual ficou muito tempo lá e estava com sintoma de infecção urinária. Só que ninguém tratou e foi demoradíssimo, não teve nada rápido. E justamente isso acabou levando ela, infelizmente, né, a sepse e ela não resistiu. Quem de vocês sabe de alguém que já teve infecção urinária ou até a gente mesmo já tem infecção urinária, né? Então, só em São Paulo, 95 pessoas... Nossa, foi mal, gente, meu português ficou feio isso aí. 95 pessoas são internadas por causa de infecção urinária por dia em São Paulo. Em 2014, chegou a 34.340 pessoas internadas no ano de 2014. Isso que 66,6% não tá trocando. Eram mulheres. Eu venho aqui. Tá, esse aqui. E sobre as mulheres, né? Sexo feminino, que está aqui 70% das mulheres sofrem de infecção urinária e a recorrência é de 30%, sendo que 90% é essa bactériazinha aqui, E. coli. A nossa proposta... Volta. Mais a nossa proposta, por isso que a gente está tentando resolver essa proposta, é um teste rápido para saber se a infecção é causada pela bactéria E. coli e se esta é sensível ou não. Ali na primeira é o logozinho que a gente fez do nosso teste que a gente quer fazer do Royal Coli. Foi por causa do azul, gente. E pode... Dispensando, a gente não quer usar tecnologia, porque o nosso teste é rápido. E assim, tecnologia ajuda tudo, mas a gente foi no meio do menos é mais aqui. E às vezes é bom ter um pouquinho de antiguidade com a gente. A gente dispensa técnica complicada, vários reagentes, a gente detecta a sensibilidade do antibiótico de primeira escolha, segundo os protocolos médicos, a nitrofurantoína. Desculpa, gente, não sou médica, senão para mim é muito difícil. Nosso produto é teste de gravidez, espero que todo mundo conheça, porque é uma coisa básica. E a gente baseou nele. O que acontece com o nosso produto é o teste de imunocromatografia. É como o teste de gravidez, só que a gente quer com 2 bandas e é pro teste e mais 2 para o controle, onde teria a E. coli e também a resistência à nitrofurantoína, melhorando o tratamento sem dar um tiro no escuro em relação às infecções urinárias. Esse aqui é o nosso mercado. Então, assim, o que acontece? A gente quer vender para os hospitais, é o nosso público-alvo. Então, são hospitais, são clínicas, são doutores, é gente que precisa realmente de uma facilidade para descobrir o teste se a pessoa tem ou não infecção. Infecção não. Para ter valor de dinheiro sobre isso. Aqui é o teste, aqui é sobre o SUS, a quantidade de gasto. Então foi 700 milhões em 2015 e dá para ver que está diminuindo. E a gente quer que diminua bem mais. Por isso que a gente quer fazer o teste. Os nossos competidores. A gente separou aqui os dois, porque essa aqui que é a Bio, ela na verdade é veterinária. Tem bastante coisa de in vitro os testes. E tem de urinária, mas tem muita coisa. Teste de todos os tipos e justamente de bactéria e sangue, essas coisas. Aqui são os competidores que fazem teste imunos, como a gente viu. Então, confirma justamente teste de gravidez até. E são agências grandes. A nossa estratégia de marketing é vender para grandes companhias. Então, assim, o nosso primeiro passo é conseguir um protótipo, criar o nosso protótipo, estudar sobre a sensibilidade e a especificidade. O nosso segundo passo, a gente vai vender a amostra, não vender, vai dar a amostra, né, para os hospitais, para mostrar justamente por que o nosso produto é bom e para as pessoas começarem a usar e já, nossa, isso aqui ficou, né, vai fazer falta se não tiver. O nosso nosso passo 3 é o B2B. Realmente a gente vai fazer business to business porque é para agência que a gente tem que vender. E a nossa escala de produto, sempre ligando testes com os doutores, porque acredito que vai ter consciência médica também, que né, não dá aquele remédio lá. Desculpa, gente. E isso daí é a quantidade de dinheiro, mais ou menos daria 8 meses para montar a escala. E daria mais ou menos 110, 140 mil reais. Muito obrigada, gente. A gente é o time azul.
Bom, vamos lá. 6 minutos de apresentação, claro.
Falando rápido, desculpa.
Um tanto quanto de nervosismo, a gente acaba falando mais. Oh, sorry, I was telling that I was supposed to argue in English. So Javi can follow up us. A little bit nervous, it's natural.
Muito. É porque eu não ia apresentar hoje, foi de última hora.
Okay. So you need to train more. That's the only way to reduce the stress and the nervous is to train. And you did it in 6 minutes, so you have much more time.
Pode deixar. Falta muito estudado.
Yeah. The main thing, I think yesterday it was a little bit more focused. Today it was like kind of haze. So you need to focus better in your product and how you're going to make profit. And I like the way you start to telling the history. But you don't need to tell the history, the whole process. You just can tell the history. You motivate the people in the audience to start saying, this is good, you call the attention. But then you come back to your product and then start a more formal, more business talk. And not only keep this history telling. You were like too informal for a presentation, right?
Yeah.
It's your style. I have to respect that, but it's not adequate. So you have to be a little bit more formal. Not scientifically formal, because that's too much. Yeah. You got it. And please go to the competitors' slides. Because once you said biomillion, and you told that it's a veterinary company or it's...
É que tem coisa de veterinário.
Yeah.
É um negócio de teste,
But
é super legal.
it's the leading company in clinical microbiology.
Eles vendem...
Worldwide. Yeah, you gotta talk in English. Bia, you can help us. But you don't need to explain anything. I'll just comment this. This is the largest company in clinical microbiology, in human microbiology. It also had some veterinary products. But the sense of this slide is not only to tell the company's name, is to tell which are the products, what do they do, and how similar or how different they are from yours. And this slide doesn't tell you anything at all.
Yeah,
That's
we notice this today, really.
okay.
And we have a lot of changes from yesterday, and we couldn't put them all today.
You didn't have time to shake it up.
And this includes all the values and the market research.
Yeah, I will suggest you to go over this before you have the meeting with Javi.
Sim.
Because you will be much more helpful if you do this change that we are saying here, and then present again, or at least show the slides or send the slides to him and say, well, we came from that and we are here now.
Yesterday, Guilherme helped us a lot.
Please talk on the microphone. Yesterday Glenn helped you a
helped
lot.
a lot. So we didn't have time yesterday from today to do all the changes.
Okay,
But we are in the process.
okay.
We're gonna change the product, but it's the same idea, but the design and the
Mhm.
it's a lot of things changes.
That's positive. All of this to change is to innovate. And you're in an innovation process, in an innovation course, in an innovation program. So you have to innovate, you have to keep changing. That's okay. I just wanted to be sure that you're gonna make it. Okay? So that's what I had to say. And of course, you will have to make some cross information about money and costs. This is gonna
Yes.
cost this, and we're gonna use this. And when you use this, you give nitrofurantoin that it's $3 per dose and not $25 per dose as this other one. So you need to improve that discussion. Okay.
Personal now. The big problem of nitro is that are 6 by 6 hours and 7 days, and that concerns me as a doctor. To think about the
Yeah, but you have to think that we have SUS in our country, and then sometimes you won't have ciprofloxacin to prescribe to your patients. So this is a social issue. Yes, it's a very important social issue. Because when you are in SUS, you have only sulfa and nitrofurantoin, and you have to make a choice.
Yes.
And that could help.
Yes.
So, the pilometers talk out. One point for you talk about. You need to prepare a pitch all the time
Yes.
because you in the roads people knows about your project. Alright? Então, you stay prepared all the time because I don't know when, where, with open the opportunity for you talk about your project. Okay?
Keep improving.
Yes.
Anyone else?
I just want to stress what you have said. About this slide, I have take note about these competitors because it's not clear to me why your product is much better than those. Okay,
Yes.
it's not very clear to me. I know you have to construct to build up a little more, but that's a very important point because so as you said, this kind of infection is very ordinary. It's happen all the time. So you have a lot of women and people people have this kind of problem, and they have good solutions. But of course, you can improve those big ones. They have good solutions, and why do you are going to make better than? Okay, so I think that's the same. It was said here. You have to see why it's a good solution. Okay, it's not very clear yet.
We thought about SUS mesmo, because it's Brazil, and a lot of that stuff is have a high cost.
Okay, it's a very good opportunity. So you're aiming to another public that this kind of enterprise not reaching. So okay, so you have to speak it. That must be very clear, so
Okay.
you can buy your products.
There is one slide where you said that your main, you are focused to sell to big companies, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
But who will use this? It's a doctor, right?
It's doctor.
Okay, so maybe you should make this clear, because otherwise I thought, at a first glance, I thought, okay, I can buy in a pharmacy and it's a ready-to-use product. So maybe just say this.
Okay. Thanks.
And also there is tradition problem here. Many of these point of care tests are designed and are sold to doctors outside Brazil, but in Brazil they don't like to use it. I don't know why. Maybe you should change this, but they don't like to do tests at the office, at the medical office. So you have to consider that.
Yeah.
It makes sense if you are in US, but if you're in Brazil, maybe you're gonna sell it to an IVD industry that is gonna sell to the labs.
Labs
Even the Urofita, you do that on the emergency room. I know you do that, but you do much more at the lab, 90% probably. So be careful with your market strategy
Yeah,
or
but
your business plan on that.
oh, the main question is not to have to use the lab. Is don't go to the
Don't go.
don't go to the lab. In the room, it's 20
Yeah.
minutes, and that's it.
Change your
Nurses is like it.
mind changing.
Nurses. And
Nurses is like it, and you introduce in the emergency in the hospital is the hot point
and
because the fast answers.
the problem about the doctors, that's education. And we are the new generation of doctors. And I thought that can be changing.
Great. So communicate.
Just one last thing. Just I said before, maybe for swine, veterinary practitioners in swine, we have a lot of problem with infections in urinary systems, and it's about E. coli. And maybe you can think about this field because there you are not going to have to face a lot of great competitors. Maybe I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about a real problem for swine. The animal is over there and you sit down on his hands.
Two more comments and then we have to finish.
Okay. We just came up with a new market. We thought about SUS here in Brazil, and maybe you can use your test in the UBS at Atenção Primária e Saúde, UBS here in Brazil. In UPAs, maybe could be used there, so you can. Yes. Okay.
Here,
Yes.
it's the best and the UPS.
Okay. Great.
So the director, the unit, como são, sei lá, o diretor da parte industrial do SUS agora é o brother. Eu falo com ele no WhatsApp toda semana.
Thank you.
For me, it's not clear how the product will work at all. You said that you did like pregnancy test. Pregnancy test detect HCG in urine, but
Step by step.
how that
Like.
it's like, but how did, for me it's not clear at all. How did it work?
So, we thought about here we catch enzymes from the degradation of the bacteria. When it breaks, it releases a lot of products. And one of them, this is this first, the bacteria releases when it's calling her friends. Communicate with the friends. And that means that you can say that is a coli. It affirms that is a coli because of this communication that they does have with the others. And here we have the resistance genes for the medications. And they catch by the gene. It's a immunochromatography test. It's immunologic.
The interaction between bacteria produce one molecule, and the one molecule detected two in the step by step, and related in the.
They run in the
So, because this question, I say yesterday, use the animation
Animation.
step by step.
yes. will be done.
Great.
Se o negócio for bom, isso tem a ver. Você vai botar ele na